Hello everyone, I'm Sunita Rawat from Chamoli, Uttarakhand. I'm an English language tutor, a homemaker, and a mom of two. I help learners become confident and fluent through simple and structured daily practice. Yes, we run active WhatsApp learning communities as well, where students practice every single day. And on this channel, I share practical tips, conversations, and everyday English to help you improve through my videos. So let's get started with today's
Good
video.
morning.
Good morning,
Good morning, ma'am.
Anjuji. Good morning. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. And how about you?
I'm doing exceptionally well. Thank you for your concern. So, how is your morning shaping up?
Yeah, morning is a little hectic, if the children are there, so we are
Hmm.
really busy to send them schools and all.
All right, all right. So, may I know a little about your background? Like, what do you do and where are you from and all that?
Yeah, definitely. I would love to introduce myself. And as you know, my name is Anju Mittal. I was born in Haryana and brought up in New Delhi. Currently, I live in Gurugram, Haryana itself. And yeah, talking about my education qualification, I have completed BCom. And separately, I did an independent accountant course from ICA. So now I have 7 years of experience working in different fields of accountancy and 3, 4 years in teaching as well.
Hmm. That's amazing. So, you have experienced a lot of things in your life till now. I feel so.
Yeah,
Right now, you are into accountancy.
yeah. But
Yes?
nowadays
Hmm.
I'm not working. Right now I'm a full-time homemaker, and
Hmm.
I also engage in share market trading a little
Okay.
whenever I
So,
get time. And
that's
also
wonderful.
give tuition. And I also give tuitions when our students are able.
Mm-hmm. So you're wearing so
Uh,
many hats and not just wearing, but you're actually owning them. And how do you get so much energy to learn new things and then working on those things? Because, like, for normal people like me, we are like, we always procrastinate or we are always fearful of learning something new and leaving something that we already know and have experienced in. So, how do you get that energy, that motivation that I want to learn a new skill and then work on that?
Yeah, share market was also known for me because I have worked 3 years with the broker firm, share broker firm also. So
Mm-hmm.
I was aware about all the terms, so it was very easy to learn for me.
Okay.
But
Oh,
I'm not a regular trader because it needs a lot of time to analyze the
hmm.
stock. So I'm not regular trader, but I do investment on regular basis,
All
and
right.
I trade. Yeah, I trade sometimes whenever I feel okay, I should sell the stock.
Mm-hmm. So if somebody wants to invest in the share market, so you can help them, right? I'm asking for
Definitely.
myself.
Yeah, definitely. Nowadays it's easy because of smartphone and the app.
Uh-huh.
But earlier when I was working, only my boss used to do trading.
Mm-hmm.
So it was very difficult that time. At least you must have more than 50,000 if you want to invest in shares.
Mm-hmm.
So earlier, but now time is changed. You can start by investing even 500.
Okay. Like whenever I come across share market or whenever I think of investing in share market, I always get cold feet because it seems quite technical. Like I feel like a layman cannot do it. So they'll have to rely on someone else, maybe brokers or take help from other people, those who are knowledgeable about share markets. So that is the thing with me. But yes, I really want to invest, but this is the reason I hold myself back because I feel that it's really technical and normal people can't do it on their own. So I think I can take a little help from you in that case. It is risky,
Yeah,
right?
definitely. I would love to help you. Yeah, yeah, it is risky, but
Mm-hmm.
not every stock. If you invest in mutual funds, then you bifurcate your money. It's nothing like that. In one fund, you have to invest.
Mm-hmm.
So, in comparison to mutual fund, one ETF concept is there. This is more better.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, much better than mutual fund.
All right, all right. Okay. Definitely we'll talk about
So,
that in detail.
it is our own wish. We want to take risk or you want
Mm-hmm.
to go with safe funds. So, it
All
depends
right.
on us.
So what about your English learning journey? When did you start learning English?
Yeah, it's about quite long ago. I was
Mm-hmm.
not in speaking, but I learned some grammar from a retired Air Force officer, and he
Okay.
taught me in very sophisticated manner.
Mm-hmm.
So, and after learning grammar, I improved a lot in my mail whenever I used to send official mail.
Mm-hmm.
So it was changed. Even my boss appreciated me in front of staff, all the staff, like you have improved a lot in your name. Though
Mm-hmm.
he wasn't aware that I'm learning from somewhere.
Okay. Hmm.
I'm talking about 2006 when I was working with Sherlocker Company. That time I learned some grammar, and since then uh, I can say I was in touch with that grammar. I engrossed
Mm-hmm.
myself with English. But
Mm-hmm.
in case of speaking, I tried for 10 days only that time.
Okay. Okay. So you were good at
Then
grammar
I
and
learned.
writing skills, but you were not good at speaking that time, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So speaking, you've recently
So,
started?
yeah, recently I started. After listening video, means I listen for 1 month continuously your
Mm-hmm.
video and try video for. And I saw like from day one I was able to speak without making any basic mistake.
Mm-hmm.
But there is no improvement. I was struggling how to connect with co-learner, how to start my journey. I was struggling with these things.
Mm-hmm.
So lots of ladies appreciating your groups, like they were drastic changes there after joining your group. So I
Mm-hmm.
thought I should try.
Right, right. Okay, that's amazing that you got to know about our group and then you have joined as well. And I would say it's all about daily practice. So they are doing their daily practice religiously, and that's the reason they can see the results. Otherwise, what happens, people do take classes, they do hire tutors for their English practice, they take one-on-one classes as well, but they do not see any improvement because they do not practice regularly, consistently. So that is missing there. That's the major part, the key. So if somebody is practicing regularly in a right environment where there is a structured practice going on and you get right guidance, then you're done. Like you have at least that hope. If you practice
Yes.
regularly with right guidance, you have that hope. Positivity actually pushes you forward, right? So if we talk about your English learning, what was most helpful for you in your journey when it comes to speaking?
This grammar also helped me because I can spot my errors on my own. Whether I
Mm-hmm.
speak wrong, okay, this is the conditional I spoke wrong. It's nothing like that I can be proficient in speaking because knowing of grammar. No.
Mm-hmm.
And it was hinder also for me. Knowing grammar was a hinder. Means I used to think like I should be perfect, then only I should start speaking.
Right. Exactly. Because you
So
know that
I
you're making mistakes.
if we don't know like we are making mistake, then we can go smoothly. But it took
Exactly.
me a lot of time to face these things. Okay, I also have the right to make the mistake because I'm
Mm-hmm.
not good in speaking, though I have good knowledge. So it's nothing like that I am good in speaking.
Hmm.
So
True,
that's
true.
why the grammar is helpful also, and it is a hinder also.
Exactly, right. And that is the reason we suggest beginners not to start with grammar first, but start with
Grammar,
directly speaking so that you do not have any fear in your mind, fear of making mistakes and judgment. And you can work on your fluency first and later on your grammar and accuracy. So that is something we also suggest. But if you have grammar knowledge, then it is well and good. It is really nice. It will definitely help in your English learning journey as well. As you said, you can correct your mistakes on your own, but at the same time, you need to be comfortable with the idea that it's okay to make mistakes while speaking. Because what happens even when you have knowledge of grammar, but while speaking, we cannot keep track of all the grammatical stuff because we will
Yes,
have to be spontaneous while speaking. That happens with me as well. Like when I speak on video calls or in conversations like this, I also make mistakes very often. But when I edit my videos, then I come to know, oh, I made this silly mistake. Right? So it's quite natural. You already know, but you still make mistakes because of the flow, and we'll have to be comfortable with it. We make mistakes in our Hindi language as well, in our mother tongue too. So, like, people have actually glorified English language and the correct English, actually. They've glorified the correct English. And that is the reason many people are fearful of uttering some words from their mouth or even start speaking. So that is holding people back these days. But yes, we need to be comfortable with this idea and we need to spread the same word to people as well, that it's okay to make mistakes, right?
yeah, I got rid of this loop. Okay,
Mhm.
making mistake is a part of your journey.
Hmm.
Otherwise, I was in the mode of okay, I should be perfect. Then only I should start. But now I know like perfection is a
Mhm.
path which is always under construction. So no one
Exactly.
can be perfect.
Yes, yes, definitely. And you're from Gurugram, so is it really hot over there these days?
Not, it's moderate nowadays, not really hot. Outside
Okay.
it's hot, yes, but in
Hmm.
the house it's quite comfortable.
Yes, I remember I also lived in Gurugram for around, I guess, 2.5 years. And that time also it used to be really hot during summers. And we were not able to even step out of our house because of the sweltering sun, right? So I thought you must be facing such situations these days.
Not these days.
Hmm.
It is severe hot in May or June up to
Okay.
August. But
Mm-hmm.
nowadays it's moderate.
Right, right. Okay, that's amazing. Enjoy the weather then. So Anjuji, do you have any questions for me? You want to ask something?
Yeah, yeah. Lot of questions were there, but suddenly you gave me your slot, and I couldn't
Mm-hmm.
recall again. But yeah, whatever I remember now. Firstly, you speak in very decent way. And not me means everyone whom we talk,
Mm-hmm.
means everyone say like you speak in a very decent way, and the pace you use is really great. I mean, I feel like I speak very fast,
Mm-hmm.
so that's why I started to listen your video just to get this pace. So you had this means inbuilt it from the starting, or
Mm-hmm.
you developed this over the time.
Sometimes I also feel that I'm speaking really fast, but then I make some conscious effort to speak a little slow because that also happens when we are excited or when we are nervous. We tend to speak really fast. If I talk about myself, because I practice speaking in this space, so I have developed it over time. So anybody can do that. I also suggest shadowing practice to my learners if they want to speak like someone or if they want to achieve any pace, maybe medium pace. So they can shadow that particular person and that's how they can achieve it. It's not impossible, right? And if I talk about you, so you're also speaking at a medium pace. Anybody can understand. You're not rushing while speaking. So that's good.
Sometimes I speak
Hmm.
very fast, even in Hindi also. So
Hmm.
I think I may took long time to change this habit, because in Hindi also now I speak very
Hmm.
fast.
So if it
So
is
I
natural for you, then you will definitely have to put a lot of efforts into it.
yeah,
But if that is not the case, then with shadowing practice, you can definitely do it, and with some conscious effort, it can definitely be achieved. So don't worry about that. Sometimes fast, sometimes slow, sometimes medium. Like when we think, that time also we tend to speak in a slow pace. So that is also natural, depends on situations to situations.
I feel lethargic in shadowing practice. Every time I
Mm-hmm.
listen, like shadowing practice helps to improve. But I feel lethargic. Whenever I
Mm-hmm.
listen any conversation, I just note down in my diary, okay, this expression
Mm-hmm.
is nice. And I revise this multiple times. But I never do this shadowing practice.
So start with 2 lines, maybe. You'll not procrastinate. Like start with 2 lines. Okay, today I'll just shadow 2 lines, and then tomorrow 2 lines. Then maybe extend it to 3 to 4 lines after 2 to 3 days, and that's how you'll be able to do shadowing practice for maybe half an hour or 1 hour. I also don't do it very often, but whenever I feel like doing it, I definitely do. Then I don't check the timing and all. I just go with the flow. Or here and there, I keep repeating sentences because I feel that until you speak out those sentences, you cannot remember. So you need to speak those sentences aloud, whatever you want to remember, whatever you want to incorporate. So you will have to repeat those sentences once, right? Can you relate with me? Like whenever we want to incorporate any sentence or any phrase, we'll have to speak that sentence aloud. That's how we
Yes,
remember. But if you keep that only in your mind and you do not speak out, then you'll forget. So that happens.
definitely.
So that
Definitely. It
is
happens.
also imitation. We are imitating, and somehow it is shadowing only.
Several times I was revising my words or synonym. I had made my dictionary in 2008, my self-made dictionary. So I have collected a lot of words,
Mhm.
and most of the words are in my mind because I revise them multiple times.
Hmm.
But
Yes.
I never think of speaking again.
Hmm.
So I need some times to incorporate them in my speaking.
Hmm.
So,
True. So with
so that's
revision,
the
you'll
struggle.
definitely be able to retain those words and with continuous immersion as well. Like when we watch something, read something, or listen to something, we keep coming across those words
Yes,
again and again. And those words
again
will
and
be
again.
repeated. Like they're not going to come up with new words every time. So some common words will be repeated again and again, and that's how you'll remember those words, even when you don't want to, but still they'll stick to your brain. One piece of advice for the learners out there.
Yeah, I think that not to start with grammar because I
Mm-hmm.
had good knowledge of grammar, so it was hinder for me.
Mm-hmm.
And earlier I was also stick like learn basic grammars. One should learn basic grammars or part of a speech first, then they
Mm-hmm.
should start. But it becomes hinder for me, and I took a lot of time to read out of these things. Okay, uh, grammar cannot help me in speaking. It
Mm-hmm.
helps me to correct myself, but yes, don't start with grammar. Start with the speaking because fluency means courage, courage
Mm-hmm.
to make mistake.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean that you know a lot of things because I know a lot of things because I was in teaching. When my son was in third standard, I taught him the grammar which I learned. Up
Mm-hmm.
to 10th standard grammar, he knew in third standard. And
Mm-hmm.
he participated in Olympiad exam and won a bicycle also. So knowing English is not sufficient for speaking.
Mm-hmm.
I realized during this experience, I was just noting down the word and synonym and revising them multiple times. But when it comes to speaking, that it didn't help me. Though I have good knowledge, but still it needs from scratch if I want to
Mm-hmm.
start speaking. So I feel like I have to start from scratch. Those words or those written the material which I gathered can help me later on, but I have to start from scratch. So never feel shy to learn from here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Always start with confidence.
True that.
Confidence is the main,
Yes,
I can say
absolutely.
confidence is the
Right. We need to build that confidence first, confidence of making mistakes, confidence of speaking in front of public, and that's how we can achieve fluency with consistent practice. I completely agree with you. And yes, that was a wonderful piece of advice for people out there because we all had this idea when we started that we need to learn grammar first, only then we can start speaking. And every now and then, people are coming forward and busting this myth that grammar is not important initially. You can work on that later. So people are now more aware about this, and that's how they are able to achieve fluency. So that's really great. And yes, we'll keep
yes,
meeting again and
yes,
again in the
grammar is
sessions. You enjoyed the video and picked up something useful today. But improvement doesn't come from watching alone, it comes from practice. So if you're serious about improving your English, join our WhatsApp learning community where we practice every single day. Check the details in the description or message us directly to get started. I'll see you in the next one, and thanks again for watching.